In fact, believe it or not, this got so big that Speed's cameraman, Slips, the man that follows him everywhere around the world, well, he had to make a statement about the whole situation to set it straight. He said, fact, amount of money IShowSpeed has received from Chinese government equals 0. Posting so it can be an actual source. Hi, I'm internal with IShowSpeed team. He is in China at his own expense and will likely take a net loss. Don't know how that's possible, but whatever. But what's crazy though is like, he wasn't accused of, spreading propaganda when he spoke positively about all of the different countries that he's been to prior to China. But as soon as he goes there and says it, well, he immediately gets cooked. And low-key, I actually wanted to talk about this because I feel like I can relate. As you all know, I went to China myself in December and I made a video about Chongqing. And this video, I'm not gonna lie, it blew up. I think between Instagram and TikTok, it did over like 150 million views. And so many people accused me of getting paid by the Chinese government. Why? Well, because people don't often go to China. It's just wow, because anyone, vlogs Paris. Wow, that's so aesthetic. Someone records in Japan and they're like, wow, they're so respectful, such an amazing culture. And then as soon as someone says something good about China, you're immediately a freaking puppet of the state. Like, come on. We're not on payroll here. We're just impressed that it has a freaking subway that's like as far down as 39 stories. Like a 39-story building. How could you not say that's crazy? Now, to be fair to some of the people, talking about the whole Speed being a Chinese spy, the freaking Chinese embassy actually tweeted about him, and they even posted a bunch of his videos saying like, the stuff that he was doing was amazing.
Hold on, wait, speak Chinese again.
欢迎来成都.
Hey, sweetie, it's working.
Wow.
I speak Chinese!
So yeah, on that front, it's pretty insane that you got the Chinese government, big up Speed. But I think that has more to do with how insanely popular he is rather than it being a Chinese spy sort of thing. I mean, for example, he signed up to China's version, Douyin, of TikTok, and within just 4 days, he had over 1 million followers. In fact, yesterday's stream, he had 1 million people watching on their YouTube version. I think it's Bilibili or some shit. But the wildest part about all of this, and I don't even think Speed even realizes it, but he's actually just stepped into some crazy territory. Not necessarily because of anything that he said, but more of like what he's shown. Because for decades, there's been this giant wall of propaganda separating China and the West. Both sides painting each other out as the bad guy. But now, partly because of social media, you got creators like Speed walking straight through that wall and essentially showing the world and saying to them, yo, this is what I'm seeing. And that breaks down everything. It doesn't matter if you're pro-China, anti-China. When someone just shows you a raw, unfiltered reality, it messes with everyone's narrative.